Where are we? Thursday afternoon, and I can see out the back clock outside just after 1:15. All right, so what am I doing? I'm actually quite nervous about doing this. I don't know why, because if it doesn't work, I just don't upload the video to YouTube. Finally going to make this padded card. Okay, I've looked at a couple of things, and I've just stabbed myself because I was in the drawer and there was old hankies that I'd taken out of a packet. I think I must have got it in a charity shop, but I didn't realise there was pins in it, and I got stabbed. It's really itchy now. I've put antiseptic cream on it anyway. I'm going to make this padded card. I thought I wasn't going to find foam. I always use foam. It's taken me ages to find it, and then I found it. It was in this drawer under the little boxes that I keep stuff in. Okay, I've rooted out a few things. This might be rough and ready. It might turn out well. It might not turn out well. I'll probably burn my fingers in the process. Can I just say before I start, be very, very careful using hot glue and foam. All right, keep your hands well away from it. I haven't done it myself, but I know. I remember somebody I watched. They were using polystyrene and that, not on camera, but they talked about it, how they had really bad burns on their fingers. Right, so we're going to go and we'll just, if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, oops. All right, so I've just got out a 6x6 card. 6x6 card. I keep looking up here at the screen. What I can't do is keep looking at the screen. I think everything's in shot. Down slightly. I think everything's in shot, so we just need to go for it. All right, a 6x6 card. Now, do I want it to be that way, or do I want it to be that way? I think for a padded card, it's probably a bit more stable doing it this way. I've not watched. I haven't seen anybody make padded cards. I hadn't seen anyone make any padded cards. It was just something I sort of just fiddled around with a long time ago. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some foam. All right, this doesn't have to be exact. In fact, you don't want the foam to be exact. You want the foam to be smaller. But what we'll do is we'll start by we'll just cut round this, and then we'll you're going to see that when I cut this, it's not going to be straight at all. Keep that. Right, so now I'm going to cut this down into a smaller square. Probably about that on each side. Well, not necessarily on each side. Let's cut it. Okay, so let's have a look at that. I would say that is slightly too big. So I'm going to take another edge off it, just a little edge. Right, okay, so I think that's better, because what we want is this bit, that's where we put the border around it, and you'll see when I do it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stick that down. I'm not going to actually use the hot glue to stick this bit down. I usually do. In fact, I don't think I remember actually usually sticking this bit down. But we will stick it down this time. You don't need much. Off camera here. So I'm just going to, just enough to keep it from moving around. Right, so we're going this way. So I'm going to stand up for this, and I'm going to put that in the middle. Okay, that's near enough the middle. That's the first bit. Now, the next bit is cotton wool. All right, so this is a roll of It's up to you how thick you want your card to be. I've just done that wrong. See, there's a mistake. Straight off, that's a mistake. Okay, so I'll take that and we'll cut it with a weighing shot. Okay, I'll take a bit off this. Let's see how that is. Don't think, do I want it a bit thicker than that as a nice rounded card? I actually think I do. But I've still got the top to go on it. A little bit. We'll go for another one. We will go for another one. Let's take that and let's kind of measure it up a little bit. I could actually take some layers off. That's what we can do. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, I'm okay with that. Slightly too much on this bit. Okay, I think that's close enough for what I want. Let's get rid of this and we'll get rid of these. Right, now let's put that out of the way. Again, I don't normally glue this down, but I think we'll just put a dab on just to keep it in place. I don't know if it'll even glue. Oh, have you gone? Oh no, here we go. I don't even know if it'll work with this like cotton wool and foam. That's one. Okay, and then you've got this there. Oh, it's actually sticking together. That's fine. Okay, now, next bit. This is where we can start to go wrong straight away. I've got this material out. I think it was a remnant from somewhere I got. And this is what I'm going to use today. So this is going to layer, this is going to go over the top of that. Alright. So again, it's just a case of so I'm going to take a bit off, just take a bit off the top, and you'll see why I'm not cutting it accurately. And I'm going to take a bit off here. Let's turn it. Let's cut this off here. It's going to make it easier. So, no measurements or anything when I'm making one of these. No measurements at all. And then we're going to take a bit off this side. Okay, put that away. Leave that out. Okay. Oh, I've got wool going up my nose. Right, so now we have this. Okay. Next step. Now we start the glue already. Okay, so let's get something we can use. Probably, actually, it was either this or this I'll use. So what we're going to do is, I don't know where the top and the bottom is. Right now it doesn't really matter. Do you know what, I think this is slightly big. Let's take it off and cut this down a bit. here as well. It doesn't matter if it's squint at all. You're just not going to see it. I haven't a clue how I'm going to decorate this one. Right, that's way better. I've got a much bigger space here. Right, now, what I do now is glue gun, okay, and then why are you not coming through? It's because it's between glue. Oh, come on. Hold on. This is this is the doormat that I use. I turn it over when I'm using glue. Right, okay. That's going to be quite dry, that one. And that's not too bad. Right, so now we take this, put it over like that, and we take something like this and we glue it down. Okay, don't worry about the rough edge because that will be cut. Okay, give that a wee second. Oh, been at this 15 minutes already nearly. It's not going to be a short video, I don't think. Not going to be a short video. Right, now, turn it round. Pull that back. And glue down here. I don't think you'd be able to use any other type of glue. I think it's got to be hot glue for this. Okay. It wasn't a burn, but it was hot. There we go. I've just taken, I took the net curtains down from downstairs. They're not like these ones. These have got the patterns on them, which I really like. They're very countrified looking. Anyway, I've got the ones downstairs in the kitchen, which are just plain nets. Not plain nets, but, you know, I took them down this morning because I thought, well, put them in the wash. Took them down, and I actually, for a change, quite like it without. So I think we're going to leave them down for a change. Because you can see the garden, you couldn't see out with them. Not clearly, anyway. Right, now I'm getting this on the foam, so I've got to make sure that I don't touch that. Okay, take that and press it down. You want to kind of press it into it, like this. Alright, give that a wee second. Don't worry it's crinkled or anything, because there's going to be lace go over that. Well, not real lace. It'll be lace. So far, this is our padded card. I'll turn it around and get the last side done. Okay. Pull that back a bit. I'll get the glue in there. Oops. Now, hold on, because that's going underneath into the other side. Right, okay. This glue gun was from the range, and I find it okay actually. Do you know, you can smell it when it's on the polystyrene. Well, so far so good, I think. Give that a second. Let's put these away. The bin I'm using now, we got in One Beyond, and it's one of these. I don't know if you can see that. One of these. So it's really good, really quite good. Let's get you back down again now. Alrighty. So let's put the glue gun away over there for a minute. Don't need that for now. Because what we need to do is try and get you back where you were. Now this has got glue on the back of it, but I have, sometimes I put a backing on. I'm going to have to do it now anyway. I'm going to have to put something on the back to stabilise it because it'll be front heavy. Right, so this is what we've got now. This one could have given myself a bit more room to work. Where are you? See, I'm losing myself here. Right, this one I could have done with a bit more room. Okay, so then, now just take your scissors. All right. Just take the rough bit off so you're not struggling. Okay. Right, take your scissors and just go by the edge of the card. I can feel glue on that bit. I'm going through glue. Don't worry about it. It's all comes together. Okay, so that's your first edge. You're not going to worry at all about it being uneven. I might not over decorate it. I mean, I might not do too much on it. This is just to show you how I do it. But probably knowing me, I probably will. All right, so let's try these ones. See, these ones are better. Like that's better. Maybe not. I wonder if these will be better. Just got to get the rough edge off it. I mean, it's going to be covered anyway. But you want to get a certain amount off it. Right, let's try this one. So we went for a carvery last night. If you watched my video yesterday, I said we're going to have a treat and go for a carvery. Well, I'm not, as I said, I'm very limited in what I eat. A carvery, oh my God. That's all I can say, is oh my God. And I ate far more than I would normally eat. Sitting with carvery, and I said to hubby, I says, well, normally at this time I'd be sitting eating my oatcakes. But it was absolutely lovely. And then we went to the range just to walk it off a little bit. Because the range is just in a retail park, just a bit further over. So this kind of the fiddly bit, really, is this bit. I've looked out white and I've looked out purple. I've never used purple on a padded card. I don't remember using purple on a padded card. I think I used pink once. Yeah, what we'll do is when we back this, I don't know how much I'm in for shot here. I think I am. Once we back it, that'll be better. Right, so we've ended up with this. So let's just get rid of this first, and I'll show you. Okay, so we've ended up with this. All right. Let's make sure it opens. Where have I caught it? Where have I caught it? Caught it there. Oh, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Oh, bummer. So we can put something in there as well. Right, so this is the padded bit so far. So it's quite padded. So again, that was one full layer of the cotton wool, and then I split it, the next layer. So it gives you this. Right, so are we going to go white or are we going to go purple? That's white, okay. I think I might go purple. Let's see what we've got going on here. I think just for, oh, that's too thick. Maybe I've not got enough of the, so that's far too wide. I might not have enough of the one I want then to do it purple. Or I might, well, that's thick as well, isn't it? Because I'm thinking about using this as I used on Amber's card. And I've got this. Oh. Oh, wait a minute, I've got a thinner one. Have we got enough? No, definitely not got enough of that one. It's just because this is quite rough, this one. Could you should get that covered up. That would have been perfect. I can get rid of all that. That would have been perfect, but no way have we got the right size. Yeah, have we got enough? Wait a minute, we do. We do. Okay, we can go for that. Now, we've got lots of straggler, you see what I mean. We have got enough. Probably as well just put gluing it down and then taking all these off. Probably. Right, okay, let's do that. Okie dokie. Alright, so let's move this. I'm putting a right little pile over here. Okay, now I think what we'll do is we'll get the size of it and we'll cut it. We'll have 4 cuts. So we'll have that. This we'll disguise with something. Right, so that edge is going to go there, and that'll kind of disguise that. So I'll take that and we'll cut it there. That one. Right, so I want 4 of those. Like that. Alright, okay, so I'm actually going to do it individually. I was going to just cut the 4 there, but I thought, no, we'll just, we won't get ahead of ourselves. So a little bit of glue on there, as close to the edge without being on the edge. Okay, I've got you over there. Let's put you on the edge. ouch, ouch. Okay, that was one. Right, that's your first edge. Okay. Now, what I would do, or what I do, is I spin it around and I do the opposite. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's go to there. I'm trying to bring that down a bit. Go to there. Okay, and we'll cut. Alright. Glue on the edge. Okay. I'll pop that there. When I'm making anything, I never pop anything. Am I popping it because I'm doing this as like a tutorial? I'm popping it. Okay, so now we've got the top and the bottom, or the sides, so I don't know which one it is. Okay, we've still got glue. Do you what would probably be best, and I'm going to do that now, is one of these, that'll do. I'm not what I want to. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to so I don't get any more glue on there. I'm going to put that there. Should have done it before. I haven't had to do it before. I haven't had a problem like that before, but that'll help. Okay, next one. Now, the reason I did two sides, opposite sides, is because I want that to be the same as that. So the crossover's at the same point. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't cut this one. Never mind. Now, where's the edge? I've lost the edge. Okay. Cha. Bring that one up a little bit. Okay. We'll turn that one over. And we'll cut that. I am going to have to put an inside into this. Right, okay, that's that one. And then the last one here. Ooh, that's all right. I don't even remember with the very first one I made. I don't even remember it not coming out. Do you know what I mean? Didn't not work, considering I'd never made one before. I hadn't watched anyone make one before, and I thought it turned out okay. Right, where's this? Okay. Really happy with this so far. See, there's a big blob of glue. If I didn't have this in between, this could be up slightly. This could be back slightly. This one. Cover that edge up. Okay. And also, do you know, when you make a homemade card, it's not a bad thing to have little mistakes and, you know, that are visible, because it shows that it's a homemade card. Okay. Take this bit off, which is not quite stuck at the edge. We'll sort that. Put the glue too far up. Too low down, far up, low down, whichever. Leave it up there. Now, why is this one not playing ball? So this one's a bit squiffy. Right, so there we've got, that's what we've got so far. Padded card. Where are you now? You're up there. Now we decorate. Well, that can go away. I don't know how I'm going to decorate it. Might have some feathers. This is where it's going to take a bit of time. Let's put all that way over there. You go there. You go there. I don't need you. Right. Let's have a look what we've got. Oh, sure, these dungarees don't come with me. They, you know, when I move, they stay where they are, which is annoying. All right, so I think straight away I'm seeing these butterflies. Let's go back to thinking about this. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure this one works. Amber's one definitely worked. This one doesn't. We need. I know what we need. I know what we need. I don't want silver though, because silver won't go with that if I use it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, we're going to go with that. Straight away we're going to go with that. And then we'll take it from there. And I probably won't use that now because I'm using that. Right, now getting this on is going to be tricky. Oh dear. Got to be a really thin line to get this on. I don't know if one side's shinier than the other. I think it, oh God, it is as well. Okay. So we need to make sure it's round. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Let's forget that and start at this end. Right, which is the shiny side? That's the shiny side there. Is that still sticky? Not really. Take some of that off now. You're miles out of the camera. Miles out of the camera. Right, let's start that again. Tiny line. Oh, a bit thicker at the end and in the middle. Alright, so now we've got the shiny side. So we need to keep the shiny side up the way. And this is, I'm going to burn my fingers, I know I am. Come on, turn, 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 turn. Okay. Let's just carry on round. I'm quite happy with it so far. It's going to be wavy. You're not going to get this straight. Not going to happen. Right, so we want a tiny line. So we bring that. I'm going to twist it there. Cha. Come on, turn, 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 turn. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. See, all this glue, we just pick it off at the end. And off your fingers. Alright, now let's keep it going. What I could really do is for doing this, the smaller glue gun would probably be better. Right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is there. Turn. Turn. Where are you? Right there. Okay. Oh. What I'll do in a minute is I'll switch the glue gun off for a minute, let it cool down just a little bit, and we'll look out what we're going to do for the rest of it. Oh, a sneeze coming now. Ah, come on, sneeze, where are you? Let's do it. I'm surprised how narrow a line I'm getting. Alright, last bit. We're on the home stretch. I jump right on top of the glue. Oh, bummer. Bummer, there's a couple of bits missing. Oh, damn it. Right, we're going to have to cut this. Yeah, we're going to have to, where's the bits that are missing? Well, it was in that, so we'll cut it again here. Okay, a couple of blingy bits missing. My thumb. They're off. Okay, so let's get this. We'll have to put another line of glue now. That's a shame. Okay, bling, bling, bling. Where are you? There. I don't know if my head's in the way, by the way. Where are you? Right, we're there. Like I say, this odd glue would take off at the end. Okay, we're not quite stuck at that end. Where we go from here is, I haven't a clue. Right, let's give that a second before I cut it. Right, we're going to switch this glue gun off for a couple of minutes while we decide what we're going to be, do next. Right, okay. So this is what we've got so far. This will all be cleaned up. We can clean all this up. Well, this is it so far. Okay, I think we can cut that now. Let's put you away. There we go, got it. Right, let's put that back in the box right away. And put it on that side, it came from the other side. These, didn't come from that one. Oh, where it came from. Oh, here it is. I absolutely love these. I've had these for a long, long time, and they came from Home Bargains, and they're double-sided, as you can see. So, that's deep. No, that's deep. I can't remember, but the opposite. Let me see it. Well, that one equal. That one's equal, but that's deep, shallow. These are shallow. The other one's deep. Right, where are we going from here? Where are we going from here? Let's have a look here. I don't think there's anything in those. What have we got? Could have done with purple tassel. Right, okay, let's stick with this a minute. To do that, I would need ferns or something. There's another side. It's all big ones. I'm not keen on that. Not keen on that. Okay, let's go. Let's put those back in. Let's look at this one. Bearing in mind now, it doesn't matter how deep it's going to be because it will not go in an envelope like this. So that kind of goes with that. I still kind of want this. I don't think that I don't think this works the way it did with Amber's one. I'll go and get a photograph of the one I did for Amber. Hold on. That's if I've got it on this one. Right, hold on. Photos. No, not on this one. Never mind. But I tell you what, this is getting too long. We've been on an hour. So this is going to have to be part 1 and part 2. All right. Now I'm going to leave it exactly like this. I'm going to go outside for 5 minutes and then I'll come back and do part 2. But the video is just going to be far, far too long. Okay, so this is leaving it exactly as it is. Okay, hold on. Be back soon.